Raw seems to just move a lot quicker since Bruce Pritchard has taken over, doesn't it? While this week's show had a lot of room for improvement, we think that Raw was a pretty fun show. So, what did we like about this week's show, and what did we not care for it when it came to Raw? In this piece, I shall separate the good from the bad for your pleasure, and I invite you to chime in with your thoughts and views in the comments section below. So, without further ado, I'm Daniel from Sportskeeda Wrestling, and here are the 5 best and worst of this week's WWE Raw. In at number 5 in our first best, major drama in the current Raw Tag Team Championship picture. It's safe to say that Zelina Vega has one of the most expressive faces in the history of WWE, and we've been watching the product for a very long time now. Every single blow, every hit on Raw is reflected on her face in the best manner possible during every match, featuring Garza and Andrade. The idea of Andrade and Angel Garza not getting along is really interesting as they enter the Raw Tag Team Championship picture, because it adds that additional element to what was going to be your typical title match. It's pretty clear that of the two, Angel Garza has the most potential, considering the reports that he has been dubbed the next Eddie Guerrero, and we could be seeing through this storyline the start of a face turn. Garza has a very intriguing character, and it's clear that he will be a breakout star in the days that follow. As for Andrade, it's pretty clear that Ric Flair has a vested interest in his growth on Raw, and it has been great to see him include himself in the proceedings. Number 4 in our first worst, does nobody in the roster want the WWE 24/7 title? When the 24/7 Championship was first introduced on Raw, the whole Raw locker room would chase after the man with the title, or the woman in certain cases, and now R-Truth can just hang out with the rest of the WWE roster on Raw, and superstars like Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, and even Apollo Crews aren't interested in defeating him for the championship at all. It is difficult to understand why it is being positioned and depicted as a lesser title, because you want every one of your championships to be valuable, right? If the stars on Raw don't care about winning a certain championship, then why should the WWE Universe at home be interested? Also, what is the point of defending the 24/7 Championship inside the ring on Raw? To some extent, the 24/7 Championship matches seem to be a complete waste of time lately, and it dilutes the entire concept of the championship. 24/7 Championship has never been more unimportant than it is at this current moment. Moving on to number 3, and we're back with another best, a very unique Raw main event. Intergender wrestling isn't really encouraged on Raw or any other WWE brand for that matter, so the best thing we can get is a mixed tag team affair, but for what it was a great departure from the usual content on Raw. It was really awesome that Drew McIntyre had the chance to team up with Asuka, making a very eclectic sort of alliance, whereas the backstage interaction between Dolph Ziggler, Bayley and Sasha Banks was pretty entertaining as well, in our opinion at least. All 4 individuals in this match are fantastic workers, and the Raw main event was great. As good as the match was, can we also have a quick round of applause for the work that Bayley did on the Raw commentary desk? Did anyone seriously think that when she was hugging everyone in the roster that Bayley would somehow find her greatest success as a heel? And that she would be such a good heel that she would be involved in multiple brands? Moving on to number 2 and another worst, the US Champion loses to MVP on Raw. This is not a slight on MVP at all, who we think has been doing some of the best work of his career as a manager on Raw during his current run. It's just that having your secondary champion suffer a pin on Raw is a really big mistake. And this is Apollo Crews, a man who had been sidelined for most of his run, who has finally picked up a semblance of momentum since coming to Raw, who needed to be booked in a very strong manner. Yes, listen, MVP needed a big win to be taken seriously as a competitor in the future, and yes, he even picked up the win this week on Raw by nefarious means, as he should have, but there's just something wrong with the whole situation, in our opinion at least. Tom Collahue from Sportskeeda sums it up best in his tweet, and it wouldn't be surprising if Bobby Lashley picks up an easy win over Crews when the two men next meet. And our final point is a combination of best and worst. Peyton Royce picks up a win over Ruby Riott. As exciting as it was to witness Peyton Royce scoring a big upset victory over Ruby Riott on Raw, one has to wonder what it means for Riott in the long term. If you look at this stunning stat from Sean Ross Sapp, you will realise that things do not bode well for Ruby Riott as a Raw superstar. But on the other hand, this cannot be slotted as a worst entirely if you consider the fact that Peyton Royce finally had a chance to showcase her ability, and it's safe to assume that Billie Kay will also get a similar opportunity in a future episode of Raw. Before I sign out, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the exciting content that we have lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen from the WWE Universe. Don't forget to let us know what you did think of this video in the comments below.